Hello students, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of online theory class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear students, in continuation of our discussion over various colloidal carriers which are used in targeting of drug to the specific cell, tissue or organ, so far we have discussed about liposomes in detail. We have discussed about what are liposomes, how they are prepared, how they are characterized, and what are the various applications of liposome. In today's session, we are going to discuss comparatively other drug carriers, other colloidal drug carriers such as niosomes and nanoparticles as well. Dear students, as we have studied that liposomes, which are concentric bilayer vesicles which are composed of natural or synthetic phospholipids along with cholesterol. These concentric bilayer vesicles, phospholipid bilayer vesicles, they have an enclosed aqueous compartment within them. So these liposome molecules, they both hydrophilic and lipophilic drug can be entrapped or encapsulated in these liposomes. Various phospholipids used may be natural one, which may be phosphatidylcholine or phosphatidylethanolamine, or they may be synthetic one. For example, diallyl phosphatidylcholine or diallyl phosphatidylethanolamine, or they can be disteroyl phosphatidylcholine and disteroyl phosphatidylethanolamine. However, these liposomes, as these are composed of phospholipids which are prone to hydrolysis. Phospholipids have ester group which are prone to hydrolysis, which result in the phosphorylation, in the migration of phosphoryl moiety, and also peroxidation of phospholipid. Phospholipids are also sensitive to peroxidation reaction. These hydrolysis and peroxidation reaction, they leads to the instability of liposome, which further lead to the drug leakage. So this is the major limitation which is offered by liposomes. Apart from this, liposomes are also having certain other limitations, such as these phospholipids, they have to be purified before the formulation of liposome. So this is an expensive method, and as these purified phospholipids, they are susceptible for degradation, environmental degradation. So it needs to be liposome need to be manufactured or formulated and stored in an inert environment. For example, using in liquid nitrogen environment. So these are certain limitations which are posed by liposome. So another colloidal drug carrier which offers by the use of these carrier, limitations of liposome can be overcome. These are called as niosomes. Niosomes, they resemble liposome in structure. They have similar physical structure and properties, but they have different chemical composition. As niosome can be defined as concentric bilayer vesicles which are composed of non-ionic surfactant. Here, in place of phospholipids, non-ionic surfactant are used, which may be in combination with cholesterol, or they can be formulated without cholesterol. Various non-ionic surfactants such as alkyl esters or alkyl amides or polyoxyethylene alkyl ether, for example, twins and spans, they can be used for the formulation of non-ionic for the niosomes. Now, as there are certain similarities between liposomes and niosomes, both structure of both the colloidal carriers, they are similar. They both the basic unit from which they are amphiphils. In liposome, the amphiphilic molecules, they are phospholipids, whereas in case of niosomes, the amphiphilic basic units, they are non-ionic surfactant. Apart from these, both these colloidal carriers, they have an hydrophobic region in between and a hydrophilic region. So in a non-ionic molecule also, they also have polar hat and a hydrophobic tail. Now hydrocarbon tail. So in both these vesicles, they have an hydrophilic aqueous compartment enclosed within them. So in liposome as well as in niosome, both hydrophilic drug can be incorporated as well as hydrophobic or lipophilic drug can be incorporated. Lipophilic drug can be enclosed in between the layers, between the hydrocarbon tail, and hydrophilic drug can be enclosed within the core, which is an aqueous core. Now, apart from these similarities, niosome having certain advantages over liposome. For example, formulation of niosome, it is an inexpensive process, because in case of liposome, phospholipids need to be purified before formulation, which makes it a costlier or expensive process. In liposome, size ranges from 10 to 3000 nanometer, but in case of niosome, these niosome have particle size or particle diameter which ranges from 10 to 100 nanometer. So more drug can be incorporated in niosomes, and because these niosomes, they are formulated with the help of non-ionic surfactants, so they are more stable as compared to the liposomes. And also, however, the applications like liposomes, niosomes are also having wide variety of therapeutic applications. For example, examples of liposome, marketed product of liposomes are Ambisome, Amphotech, which are liposomes loaded with antifungal agents. Then Donosome and Doxil. These are marketed liposomal preparations loaded with anti-cancer drug. And Inflexil V, which is a liposomal antiviral drug. Similarly, Lancome has presented a wide variety of anti-aging products which are based on niosomes. Niosomes are also having the characterization feature parameters are, most of the characterization features of niosome are similar as to the liposome. In liposome, we have studied all the method of preparations and all characterization parameters in detail. So most of the characterization parameters, they are similar in case of niosome, such as entrapment efficiency, particle size, shape and surface morphology, then zeta potential studies, in vitro drug release studies, stability studies. So most of the characterization parameters are similar for niosome also. So we are not going to discuss repeat it again in this session. Now, what are nanoparticles? Nanoparticles, they are polymeric solid colloidal drug delivery system. They are another type of colloidal drug carrier which are used in the targeting of drug. Now, these nanoparticles, they could be either nanosphere or they could be nanocapsule. Nanospheres, they are matrix type of drug delivery system in which drug may be embedded throughout the matrix, or drug may be absorbed onto the solid matrix, polymeric matrix. So in these nanosphere, they are matrix type of drug delivery system. We have studied what are matrix type of drug delivery system and what are reservoir drug delivery system in detail in the unit controlled drug delivery system. So in these nanosphere, drug may be embedded throughout the matrix, or it can be absorbed onto the surfaces of solid polymeric matrix. In case of nanocapsule, drug is enclosed in the core in the form of solution, or it may be in suspension form, which is coated with a polymeric membrane. Polymers used in the formulation of nanoparticle can be either natural polymer, which can be protein like gelatin, and it can be polysaccharide like various polysaccharide like agarose, chitosan. Now, various synthetic polymer can also be used in the formulation of nanoparticle, which can be polystyrene or polylactic acid or polycaprolactone. Polylactide glycolide copolymer are also used. Size ranges, nanoparticles are formulated in the size range of 50 to 500 nanometers. These nanoparticles, they offers many advantages, such as increased stability, increased therapeutic efficacy, increased patient compliance, and also drug targeting. So these nanoparticles, they also have a wide range of therapeutic applications, therapeutic pharmaceutical applications. These applications include in cancer therapy, vaccine adjuvant, in per-oral absorption of therapeutics, then ocular delivery of therapeutics, DNA delivery, then brain delivery, brain drug delivery, then transdermal delivery of various therapeutics, and in radio diagnostics. Now, polycyanoacrylate nanoparticle loaded with anti-cancer drug, they show various advantages, such as apart from direct targeting drug to the tumor cell, they also have reduced toxicity and also result in the increased uptake of anti-cancer drug to the tumor cell. Apart from this, these nanoparticles, they also result in enhanced in vivo and in vitro stability. If these nanoparticles, these polyaqueous cyanoacrylate nanoparticles or polystyrene nanoparticles, they are absorbed or coated with polyethylene glycol or pyronates, it also results in increased circulatory times and reduced uptake from reticuloendothelial system, organs of reticuloendothelial system, which further result in prolonged activity of this, prolonged response, therapeutic response of these anti-cancer agents, which are loaded in nanoparticles. Now, in vaccine adjuvant, they result in enhanced immune response. Then, per-oral absorption of various proteins and polypeptides, it results in enhanced bioavailability by protecting these therapeutic agents from harsh environment of gastrointestinal environment, acidic environment, and GI enzymes. Then ocular delivery, polymethyl methacrylate nanoparticles, when drug loaded in these polymethyl methacrylate nanoparticles, it results in enhanced retention time in the ocular cavity and reduced washout of drug from ocular cavity, which further increases the bioavailability. Then DNA delivery. This results in more efficient expression. If DNA is delivered with the help of nanoparticle, then it results in better expression of DNA. Then, because of the reduced particle size, nanoparticle, they are able to cross blood-brain barrier. Thus, they are potential carrier for targeting drugs and other therapeutic agent to brain. Then, in the transdermal drug delivery, nanoparticles loaded with drug, they are better absorbed in the internal to the systemic absorption through transdermal route. These nanoparticles, they are also used for the loading of various radio imaging agents and radio diagnostic agents. So these nanoparticles, they have vast application in pharmaceutical application in drug therapy. All these drug carriers, whether they may be liposomes, niosome or nanoparticles, they are collated drug carrier and they result in bioavailability of drug and better drug therapy.